Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to another analysis session. My name is Alexander Nikitin. I'm a professional trader, programmer, and a trading coach. And today I'm going to analyze two pairs, Euro dollar and Aussie dollar. Okay, let us start. First of all, I need to look at the high time frame and identify what price is doing now, and I also need to predict what price is most likely to do. Okay, so let's look at what we had recently. We had this beautiful double bottom that was broken to the upside like this. Pay attention to this candle. Its close is higher than the neckline of the double bottom. After that, we had a retracement or pullback, or whatever you call it, correction maybe, and then we had a second violation. First violation, second violation. This zigzagging movement to the upside is called uptrend. Okay, and since then, the price is trading within this last impulse movement range. Technically, it's called a correction. If we have an uptrend, this means we have a tendency of price to move higher. Boom. So my expectancy is that the price will continue an uptrend. Let me delete that stuff. And guys, I want you to pay attention to these formations. First of all, we have descending highs on the upside. And we have horizontal lows on the downside. This formation is called triangle, and it is a continuation pattern that is typically broken to the upside as well. Okay, let us find some more things. If you take this horizontal line and place it to the current price, look left, you will see that this line acted as support 1, 2, then it acted as resistance here, 3 and 4 as support here, 5 and 6, let's go a bit deeper, as support here and as resistance here. So this means we have a nice support resistance level. It is called pivot level. When price comes to this level, it usually makes a turn. Okay. To help me with identification of these levels, I have created an indicator that is called fractal zones. Here it is. I will apply it to my chart so you can see how it goes. This number 1440 means minutes, how many minutes I want rectangles to be drawn. If I want 1 hour information, then I will type 60 minutes. If I want 4 hour, I will type 240. But if I want daily information to be displayed, I will type 1440. Okay, let us see. These dots are fractals, and these rectangles are marking the zones between the highest high and the highest close. And in case of support zones, we have the rectangles between the lowest lows and the lowest closes. Okay, so now it is obviously seen that we are at that support level. We tried to break it through, but we rejected. We didn't close below. And now we came back to retest the same level. So I expect price to bounce from this level, and we have a very free space without any resistance levels all the way up to the most recent resistance level. So I decided that the price will most likely go to the upside. I predict. Now I need to decide how can I get involved. Okay, I don't see any opportunities here, at least on 4 hour. Let me go to 1 hour. Okay. Look at this wonderful formation. This formation is called a bad pattern. Let's measure that. Stretch our fibs from the first leg, and we need to have at least 50% retracement. Then we need to turn that fibs to measure the second leg, and we have 886 plus retracement. So these criteria are met. We're then looking for 886 retracement of XA to complete the pattern. So this means if price goes lower a bit to 886, it will most likely bounce to the upside. To simplify the process of measurements, I have created a special tool that is called pattern search. I just draw the legs that needed to be measured and run my pattern search. You see, it draws triangles marking the pattern. Pay attention to these lines as well. The blue line means the potential entry, the red line is stop loss, and the green line is the take profit, which is 382 of A to D retracement. Okay, let me scan the market if we have something else. I will do it with the help of my automatical pattern search. Boom. And we also have a potential bearish Gartley. So guys, look here. Depending on your rules, if price goes and touches this 886 entry of bet and then goes to the upside to complete the Gartley, this Gartley may be invalid, at least to my rules, because the C point of the Gartley pattern should not touch 886. But if your rules are different and the C point of the Gartley is valid all the way until it touches the A point, then guys, you will have a back-to-back pattern. One of them is going to the upside, and if it hits targets, the next one will be valid and you can enter near the resistance zone. Here is the resistance. Let's switch to 4 hour and let me draw that trend line of triangle, something like that. Very nice resistance zone to get short. I only have one variation. Either we go to the downside and hit the entry of bet, in this case I don't trade Gartley, or we go to the upside without hitting the entry of a bet pattern, and then I will have a valid Gartley. Well, that's it for Euro dollar. Let me switch to Aussie dollar to do some analysis. And again guys, on a high time frame, I am to identify what price is doing now. Recently we have this movement, then that movement, and to the upside. This zigzagging formation is not technically a trend. Well, sorry, it is a trend to the upside. We have a candle close above the previous highs. Since then, we are trading within this range. The market is the so-called indecision, but because we have a tendency, there are more probability, higher probability for a trend to go higher. Where can we go? At least to touch the recent highs, something like that. Exceed these highs and to test the next highs. Okay, let me analyze it with my indicator. Fractal zones, one daily, okay, and it shows pretty good number of resistance that are here, and we also have some support levels on the downside, somewhere here. one of them is a bit higher, one of them is a bit low, but they two of them have that marking a support level. Let me place a horizontal line to see somewhere here, horizontal line in the middle of them, to see if we have a good support zone. And you can see it was a support here, resistance here, support here. Let me disable auto scroll. Well, a little bit of resistance here, and then nothing else, at least for the nearest past. Okay, so I have marked the potential zone for my entry. I am going to buy it. If price goes a bit lower, I will buy it somewhere in this zone, depending on the pattern that appears in that zone. Let me switch that to 4 hour. Delete that. Well, and I see this formation. Probably you don't see it because your eyes are not trained, so I will draw it with my lines. Let's pretend this is XA leg, this is AB leg, and it should be retracing at least to 50%. Then we should have a retracement at least to 382. 382 is a bit more than 1/3 of the previous movement, and if these three criteria are met, then we are looking for a completion of the pattern that takes place in between these two support rectangles. Let me place it here. Yes, and we have a valid bad pattern formation. Entry is a blue line, stop loss is red line, and the take profit is green line. Hey guys, that's it for today. Hope you liked this video. If so, please give me your thumbs up, show this video on your social media, follow me on TradingView on YouTube and on Facebook as well. Until then, trade your plan, good luck, hope to see you soon.